Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. So in today's video, we are going to be talking about the latest plot details regarding Avengers Doomsday and Avengers Secret Wars. Through this video, we are going to be having a better idea on what the story is going to be about. So if you guys do not want to know anything about this story here, then I do suggest for you to click out this video because it might ruin some things. But if you don't care and you are a Marvel geek just like me, then just stay tuned. We're going to be having a lot of fun. And I also do want to give out a shout out to Alex Perez, who was hosting this interview section. We are going to be going question by question and also explain his answers that he gave out to these journalists. So all credit does go to him for having these answers and for giving us the plot details. Starting with, what does Doomsday and Secret Wars mean for the MCU? Does this give us a full reboot or not? And he has explained that it is not even in the slightest. Instead of a full reboot, the idea is to update the timeline and universe to include the Fantastic Four and X-Men in a seamless way, meaning that after Avengers Secret Wars, the whole idea is to have just one big universe that contains all heroes, which is the Fantastic Four, X-Men, Avengers, and more. So nothing is going to be restarted. If anything, we're just going to be adding more layers as the story does progress after Avengers Secret Wars and going into the mutant saga. Then they asked him, should we expect to see the exact same story in Hickman's Secret Wars, as in the moral decline of heroes as incursions become more prominent? Like, could we see that in Avengers Doomsday? And he answered, expect heroes to enter moral ambiguous territory, especially those who side with Dr. Doom. To them, Doom is their savior. So to make it very simple for you guys, this movie and this whole phase for the MCU is going to be about stopping incursions, right? You have to kill the other Earth in order for your Earth to survive. And we are going to be seeing some heroes saying, oh my god, we have to kill their Earth. Even though it does contain innocent people, I don't want my Earth to die. So we're going to be seeing, let's just say for example, I'm not saying that this is going to happen exactly, but let's just say Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man wants to kill Andrew Garfield's world because Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man wants his world to stay alive. So things like that. So the heroes are going to be tested. It's going to be very, very interesting to see. And the fact that he also stated that there is going to be some who will side with Dr. Doom, that is crazy to me, because honestly, like, if you really think about what Dr. Doom is trying to do during Doomsday and Secret Wars, he's trying to save his own world and stop incursions from happening. So in his perspective, he is the hero, and there is going to be some heroes that are going to be saying, you know what, Dr. Doom is right. And that is why they're going to be saying Doom is our savior. He is the one that can fix all of this. Very similar to the situation of Thanos. Thanos thought that he was right. He believed that what was best for the universe and for his universe is to wipe out half of the population. So then they asked Alex Perez that there has been speculation regarding leaked Avengers concept art and whether it still aligns with the Russo's vision for the films. And he stated, while these images offer a glimpse into early pre-production work, it's important to note that much of it will be altered or updated as production moves forward. Some concept art even lacks key characters, likely because they weren't initially considered. That said, the general ideas behind those scenes remain intact. So once again, very interesting, because let's just say for example, we take this Dr. Doom picture where he is next to Sheriff Strange, right? This image here, this scene here can contain other characters that Marvel has not put in yet, and there might be some differences, right? So like, they're not gonna like fully embrace this image here and put it onto the live screen. Maybe Dr. Doom is sitting somewhere else, just like Alex Perez did say that we should just keep in mind this is going to be the general idea of those scenes, but it's not going to be exactly alike. Going back to Dr. Doom, they also asked, what is Dr. Doom's motivation in Doomsday? And this is what he said, and I quote, he seeks to stop the incursions and prevent the multiverse from collapsing. In his own eyes and in the eyes of his followers, Doom is not a villain but a hero. Similar to how Infinity War framed Thanos as a self-proclaimed savior, Doom believes he must take control of his timeline and win his freedom. He holds deep resentment towards He Who Remains, who silenced countless universes that did not fit the sacred timeline. So this one is crazy because if you really think about it, they are planning on connecting the Kang storyline to Doomsday and Secret Wars. Like, part of the reason why Dr. Doom is going to be doing what he's going to do is because of the effects that Kang was doing over the years by shutting down multiple universes, causing incursions. versions. So then we talked about whether there were any changes in regards to Kang Dynasty to Doomsday, right? Like, is the story different compared to how we used to have it 3 years ago? And this is what he stated. While much of the original Kang Dynasty Secret Wars storyline remains intact, some elements have been lost. One of the biggest disappointments was not getting to explore the dynamic between Kang and Doctor Strange, where Kang could have ridiculed Strange's primitive attempts at manipulating time. Additionally, there was a missed opportunity for He Who Remains to fully explain the sacred timeline's history, why he erased crucial figures like the Fantastic Four and the X-Men, and what Kang was trying to prevent. Was it Doom or something even worse? These questions remain unanswered for now. So this kind of does align to what we talked about in the beginning, right? Because after Avengers Secret Wars, we are going to be seeing the X-Men, the Fantastic Four, the Avengers all live within one timeline. And the thing is that is how we were supposed to have it over the past 15 years. Like, literally think about this. Everything that we have been seeing from year 2008, where Iron Man and the Incredible Hulk came out, all the way up until today, we were never supposed to see this specific timeline, right? Whatever we saw in the past 15 years, it was never supposed to be like this. We were supposed to have the Fantastic Four and the X-Men in this timeline with us. But apparently this timeline, 616, has been messed with by Kang, and he took out the Fantastic Four and he took out the X-Men from this timeline. Hence the reason why we never saw these characters. This could possibly also explain the reason why the Fantastic Four, the movie that we will be seeing in July, this could possibly explain why the Fantastic Four is looking to create multiversal travel, why Reed Richards is trying to take the Fantastic Four back home, because they know that they're not supposed to be there in the first place, because the one person that took them out, it was Kang. So I cannot wait to see what was Kang's plan, right? What was he trying to prevent? Why did he take away the Fantastic Four and the X-Men away from Universe 616? So now let's talk about Loki, because I think that all of us want to know, like, what's going to go on with Loki. Loki sits in this chair, he holds all of these timelines together. Like, there has to be greater significance to this. And so they asked him whether Loki is going to be playing a crucial role during Avengers Doomsday, and he has stated that Loki plays a crucial part in Doomsday, serving as the McGuffin of the film. The entire race against Doomsday revolves around who can reach Loki first. They have also spoken about whether we're going to be seeing the new Avengers get formed before Avengers Doomsday, but the whole idea is for the new Avengers to be fully formed until Secret Wars. So we're going to be seeing them in the process of forming during Doomsday, but by the time we get into the final act of Secret Wars, that is when we're going to be getting our brand new Avengers. Because currently right now, they're scattered in different groups. We do have the Thunderbolts, who are the Dark Avengers. We have Sam Wilson, who has been ordered to create his own version of the Avengers. And I believe that because they are so separated, because there are so many different groups, it's ultimately what's going to make them lose in Avengers Doomsday. They have also asked whether there is going to be Hickman's influence on the Avenger films, and he has stated that the core elements being adapted include the looming destruction of the multiverse due to incursions and the creation of Battleworld. Additionally, the movies will explore how heroes from different universes do clash, mirroring the iconic moments from the comics. And then lastly, they have asked whether we're going to be having movies between Avengers Doomsday and Avengers Secret Wars. One has already been confirmed, which is going to be Spider-Man 4, set to release on July 31st, 2026, and there is an untitled film that is slated for November 6, 2026. As of right now, Marvel cannot decide whether it's going to be Black Panther 3 or Shang-Chi 2, but as of now, Black Panther 3 is the most likely option. However, a lot of things could change in the next couple of weeks. And so that is it. That is going to be wrapping up today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next one.